boy, has today been a rough day for fans of Destiny. Guys, this is kind of the final straw for me, I'll be honest. I haven't even finished Season of the Witch, which by all accounts is apparently one of the better seasons, if that tells you anything about my burnout. But things have reached an all-new low today, in a level to which I hope I can briefly explain without ranting too much. But I'm sure this is all going up all over the place, so you guys already know, a lot of the details here that I'm going to be sharing. But basically today, Bungie had huge layoffs, a huge amount of layoffs, especially around, it seems, the community-focused part of the team. A huge number of those guys, unfortunately, being cut. A lot of other positions. It seems to be company-wide. And we also have reports that the final shape is getting delayed to June. So these two things coinciding, it's really a rough day. So it all started here from this Bloomberg article by Jason Schreier. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Sorry if I'm not. But basically, Sony's Bungie game unit cut staff following delayed titles. So basically, he's not only reporting on the delay, but also on the fact that there are countless layoffs taking place. Even though we have this, which is Bungie reassuring people after the Sony acquisition that, oh, don't worry, it won't result in layoffs. Now, we don't know yet if this is Sony or Bungie, but I just want to, before anybody gets in the comments defending one or the other, I just want to remind you that even if it is Sony, this is Bungie's leadership here that made the decision to sell, despite the past history with Activision and everything else. We have Pete Parsons here, the CEO, tweeting about how, oh, today's a sad day at Bungie. We say goodbye to colleagues and being all sweet and precious online, despite the fact that, he's the CEO. He at least had some part in this. And he's just getting flamed in the replies about how he didn't take a pay cut or take any of those kind of measures. These top executives, they never love to affect their bottom line no matter what. They're quick to cut everyone else. It's sad to see this happen at Bungie. They're certainly not your friendly neighborhood game dev studio anymore. This is a quote from someone I'm not going to name, one of the employees affected. Many of you may know already. But just to display the real-world effect that this has happened on people and why we really should be sad for these people losing their jobs, especially at this rough time of the year, they may lose their house, right? We wouldn't wish that on anyone. It's certainly not a time right now where people are able to make it by easily. And now we're brought to the final shape, which is getting increasingly more depressing as a longtime fan of the franchise. I have to say, I've never been as much of a fan as I was back in D1. I've always felt like there was something missing from the formula as we got further and further into Destiny 2. But I was still happy with the game overall until recently. Lightfall was pretty mid, or maybe worse than mid, and now we have the circumstances around the final shape getting delayed. We have all the layoffs, and everything's just looking kind of grim. You know what I mean? There's sort of a feeling in the air of the community right now. And again, my heart goes out to everyone who is affected by these layoffs. You didn't deserve it, and I certainly hope the best for you and your families. And again, I just encourage everyone to not defend either Sony or Bungie in this situation, and instead look at the facts, and that's that top executives clearly don't have the best interests of their staff or of the community, their actual players at heart. Thanks so much for watching. Please be nice in the comments to each other, and this is Autobot Dawson Gaming rolling out.